Welcome everyone back. We are now live with Amateur Dota 2 League Season 7. This is the first game of the season. First day, first game night for AD2L Season 7. We have here Lost Generations versus Focal and Blake. Where is my notepad?
10 seconds.
We have first ban coming up from Lost Generations. Will be Axe followed up by a ban on Juggernaut, two core heroes being banned out right now, and Sniper being banned out by Focal and Blade. Definitely among the top heroes of most hated heroes in pub games. You see a Sniper in almost every game right now. It's so annoying.
5 seconds remaining.
Anyway, we just sent update for Warlocks of the Beach game. It will be rescheduled to Saturday. That is why we have here this other game, Lost Generations versus Focal and Blake. A Lion will be picked up by Lost Generations, the first pick. Say it many times. It is definitely one of the better supports. Scales very well over time. Extremely good for ganking, very good in team fights as well. The Finger of Death is an excellent ultimate all throughout the whole game period, whether even when it's in the late game. And of course with a Scepter, the Finger of Death is very scary. Troll Warlock will be banned out by Focal Bit as their second ban, and now we are into the double pick phase.
Reserve time.
And it is interesting that everyone's banning out very core heroes, very standard and core bans, I guess. So Axe, the Juggernaut, the Troll, and the Snipers. Something we see very often. And Vengeful Spirit, another very highly rated support hero being picked up by Focal and Blake. Vengeful Spirit of course can be used extremely defensively and offensively. The swap and the stun, the Vengeance Aura and Wave of Terror are all really very excellent skills. Help with pushing, help in defending, and discourages the push and all. And the Witch Doctor will be picked up as their second support, though Witch Doctor is sort of a snowball hero, and if it does snowball well enough, it can dominate the early to mid game. Skywrath Mage will be picked up by Lost Generation as the second support in line. Both teams going to not show too much of their own core heroes yet. Both picking up some pretty much standard supports, especially the Lion, the Vengeful Spirit, and of course we have a pretty aggressive support being picked up in Skywrath Mage.
10 seconds remaining.
Third ban coming out from Lost Generation would be Bat Rider.
5 seconds
They definitely
remaining.
won't want to pick it up, so they decided not to deal with it as well, because the Vengeful Spirit is a very hard counter towards the Bat Rider, of course. Another hardcore being banned out by Focal and Blake, which is, as you can see here, Faceless Void is being banned out. It's their third ban. Now going to the fourth ban, which will be Silencer. Silencer is being banned out by Lost Generation. It's their fourth ban, so we could see a Enigma. Probably not actually, we already have two supports out right now, but there is a possibility of a Enigma and two hard carries. Skywrath going mid. I guess you rarely see Lion going mid.
5 seconds remaining.
But Skywrath mid is possible. Could potentially see a Tidehunter here, basically very huge teamfight heroes. Of course Silencer does well with that. Also a possibility a Storm being picked up. Silencer deals with Storm pretty well. Another hero they might want to ban out would be Disruptor, but seeing we already have two core supports already being picked up by Focal and Blake, they probably wouldn't need to worry about a Disruptor if they pick the Storm on the 4th or maybe 5th pick. Alina will be banned out by Focal and Blake, so guess they'll worry about a very magical lineup. I mean, if you let the Lina through, you will have 3 very scary ultimates to deal with: a Finger of Death, a Laguna Blade, and I'm not even sure what this guy of Maid's ultimate's core is. Mystic Flare. Okay. Mystic Flare would melt a lot of carries early game, but probably a Huska would just screw the whole lineup up, I guess. Venomancer will be picked up as the 3rd pick. Interestingly, often a hero picked up as a support. You rarely see it as a core hero, but after 3 supports, maybe the Witch Doctor might be played as a core after all from Volcar and Blake. We're not too sure just yet, but the 4th pick should definitely show how this goes. And a Morphling will be picked up, so the first core hero among the between the two teams has showed up, and it will be the Morphling. The Morphling is also pretty versatile hero that can go in any of the lanes, though the off-lane Morphling would probably not be the best idea. I guess looking at the 3 heroes, the Vengeful Spirit, Witch Doctor, and Venomancer does pose a very big threat in an offensive tri-lane, especially if the offensive tri-lane is in the safe lane. But it also has a very high chance of backfiring. These 3 heroes are have very low max HP and getting turned on them. Getting a hero like Morphling who can throw up a large amount of burst damage within a pretty short period of time could be rather troublesome, though they do have a lot of damage output. And Elder Titan will be picked up as the 4th pick. This is getting really interesting for Volcar and Blake. They don't exactly have a very late game lineup right now, so, and a Storm Spirit, as expected, will be picked up as the 4th pick right now. So Storm Spirit will be picked up as a 4th pick, so the Morphling will likely not go mid. It looks like it will be a safe lane farming Morphling, and the Storm Spirit will go mid, and probably a Morphling being protected by a Lion and a Skyralph Mage. And we have a, I would think a Clockwork would be a pretty reasonable pickup right now for the off lane, or a Tidehunter even. Is both are pretty tanky heroes, both are very disruptive to team fights. And as you can see, I think Volcar and Blade is going for a very ganking teamfight oriented lineup right here. We have a lot of very major ultimate in Venomancer, Elder Titan, and of course Witch Doctor himself. But of course a Silencer would have been good, but they banned it out themselves. And now as you can see, Volcar and Blade will ban out the Clockwork. So the Clockwork of course can jump on a lot of these heroes, which are all pretty soft heroes, easy to bring down within a short period of time. And Clockwork, of course, extremely much more disruptive in a team fight than a Tidehunter actually. And so, final ban coming out here. Volcar and Blade lacks a very powerful core, though I think a Luna or a Drow would probably do well with the amount of burst damage and negative armor coming out from Volcar and Blade here. So
Radiant team pick.
I'm not too sure what's that about. We do have a final Medusa will be banged. That is
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I have no idea what he means.
Reserve time.
You have anyway, we're back here to the final pick from Volcar and Blade. Medusa will be banned out, so that is definitely a hero.
Dire team pick.
The Phantom Lancer will be picked up right now as the final pick, and we do have a late game finally being added into Volcar and Blake's lineup, so we'll see how the Lost Generation wants to react to this Phantom Lancer pick. Definitely the Phantom Lancer can farm, though I believe Skyralph deals with Phantom Lancer pretty well
10
early
seconds
game. We
remaining.
do want to see how Lost Generation lines up against this final pick.
5
It's
seconds
interesting. The first
remaining.
3 pick look like a very early game orientated pick, and then suddenly a Phantom Lancer being
Reserve
picked
time.
up would actually change the dynamic of the whole lineup a lot. So we're going into as the final pick here from Lost Generation. They do already have 2 cores and 2 very core support. They're looking for an offlane hero, though the Tide Hunter wouldn't be as great a hero in a team fight against a Phantom Lancer, but it's still very disruptive towards the Witch Doctor, especially can prevent the Venomancer and Elder Titan from getting into a good position to drop their ultimates. So we'll see. I do still think the Enigma is a pretty good pick, but I don't think they have the capacity to run an Enigma. Putting the Morphling on the off lane would be rather weird. And I don't think that's a very good idea either, so you have 20 seconds left for them to decide what hero they want to pick right now. Another core will be picked up, interestingly. So the Anti-Mage will be the hard core on the safe lane likely, and Morphling will go on to the off lane and Storm Spirit into mid, and we'll have 2 Lion and Scarab Mage right now. Not too sure. Personally feel Fokar and Blake has a better lineup for the early game, especially. They do have a lot of explosive and ganking capacity within this lineup, though all 3 cores on Lost Generations have very good escape mechanism. Morphling has a waveform, Anti-Mage has a blink, and Storm Spirit has, of course, its ultimate. And it doesn't actually look like Fokar and Blake has some very powerful lockdowns. You do have the stun from the Vengeful Spirit and the Witch Doctor, but that's about it.
10
Elder Titan's
seconds
stun will
remaining.
never be able to land as an initiation, but may be able to land as a follow-up. So we'll see how this game plays out.
Prepare
I
for
think the
battle.
important thing is that Fokar and Blake must dominate the early game, get as much kills as possible, and really try to shut down the carries for as long as possible, so that the PL can get big and then dominate the carries, because one carry will not dominate 3 of them, that's for sure. And over here we have Num Nums on the Witch Doctor, and it doesn't want to jump to the Vengeful Spirit. We have Amora on the Vengeful Spirit, Jizbao on the Venomancer, and over here we have Explosion on the Phantom Lancer, and Prince Nair on the Elder Titan. Over on the dire side we have
30
Napalm
seconds
King
to
on
battle.
the Morphling. We have Play Today on the Anti-Mage, and Anonymous on the Skywrath Mage. White Rice on the Lion. I'm just going to translate it to English so that it sounds retarded. And finally we have Helios on the Storm Spirit. Right now we do have an early engagement double team right now. Triple lineup over here, so it looks like the Venomancer won't be interested to engage on deck, and that's interesting. Looks like we're gonna have a Venomancer going mid. The Elder Titan will go onto the off lane. Not rare, not something that is very rare, but still probably not the ideal way to do it. We have the Vengeful Spirit here and the Lion protecting the Phantom Lancer, and they will be going up against the Morphling as expected. Storm Spirit has gone mid, and Anti-Mage Play Today, White Rice and Animus on the top lane, and I think the Elder Titan is going to have a pretty bad day today. Scarab Mage, of course, a very powerful hero in the early laning phase, able to zone up off laner really greatly, especially laners like Prince Hero, the Elder Titan, who does not have a lot of HP. The burst damage coming out from the Skywrath does deal with those sort of hero pretty well, and as you can see, Morphling also struggling a little bit in the early period of the game, but nothing much beyond that. Venomancer isn't doing too well against the Storm Spirit, but that's probably as expected. Though a very early level 1 gank coming out right here. Oh, okay, that's not a gank then, it's just a courier snipe. It would be key if the courier is sniped with the border on it. That would be a very major pick right there, but we're not too sure. 45 damage needs 2 hits on the courier. I don't think a courier has armor, so they don't see it. Here comes the courier with the border, and we'll be paying a lot of attention here as the L Titan move down to try to get the regeneration rune. He will get the regeneration rune. Vengeful Spirit is coming. He does see the courier, no movements yet. Will get the snipe, I think. The last hit in will get him. Will bring down the courier with the border right there. Very major pick off from Aroma right there. He is running into a dangerous position right now, and may even turn to try to get a gang onto the Storm Spirit right here. Though we do have the Lion coming into position, and Aroma might want to get out of there. Aroma is trying to get away, but not in position. This Watts will pick her up very quickly, and just a casual stun being thrown out right there. But that's a major pick off. The courier is being killed. The bottle will be delayed by 2 minutes, 3 minutes actually. As Elder Titan continues to be zoned out really sadly. Morphling isn't doing too well himself, but he does get a lot of lever because of the not much pool has been going on right here. I think most of the creeps has been coming in. He's not getting farm, but he's getting experience and level, so that's the only important thing. He is maxing out Morph just to stay alive, definitely. The key aspect of staying alive right there. What will be placed down? Bounty rune will be picked up. Aroma will pick the bounty rune up, and the border on Venomancer is here. Elder Titan finally gets his level 2. Morphling is already on almost 5, so Elder Titan is struggling a lot though. They did manage to... I don't think they managed to shut down the Storm Spirit. They just delayed his snowballing effect. And that's for sure something that for Current Blake will need to deal with sooner or later. They need to get a very good gank on him, and they must not give away another gank. Vengeful Spirit is also under lever right here. Even the Witch Doctor is under lever actually. Actually they're not particularly under lever, they're actually doing pretty well compared to the support of LostGeneration. And we do have here a attempted gank first. Not really an attempted gank. We do have a haste. 4 heroes coming in right now. Just trying to force him out of the creep range, and there's nothing much beyond that. Venomancer with the haste rune not being able to get anything off on the Morphling, and Elder Titan continues to be zoned out. But we do have a lot of stacks. I think this is a triple stack. Yeah, this is a triple stack right there. Oh, sadly he missed the stack, I think. Yeah, he missed that stack for one. Oh, 2 creeps, but another smoke being picked up right now, so I wonder what's he gonna do. Storm Spirit will take some hit from the towers. Venomancer going for the Plague Ward build right here. Of course, Storm Spirit does not have very high attack speed, so the Plague Ward just do a reasonably high annoyance. We do have an ultimate here. He does see the no aggression coming out, just a lot of poison coming out onto the Storm Spirit. I'm actually surprised the Veno didn't try to deny the Storm Spirit, and do have here and re-engagement onto the Venomancer. This could be first blood, and very likely be first blood, and it is first blood. The bounce between the two will connect for a lot, but that's about all you're gonna have, because all the supports are rotated in are very low on level. However, Storm has moved in, does not have enough level to get too far away. He does manage to dodge the, what do you call it, Maledict, but he will die to the rest of the right clicks in general, just simple right clicks right there. So we do have here Venomancer going down. Goal exchange actually beneficiary towards the Storm, definitely. The Venomancer, Venture Spirit was the one that got the last hit, I believe, and got a lot of gold out of that. The experience change actually benefits for Kyle and Blake, so we do have here a re-engagement turning around. Two supports coming into the jungle with a smoke. Maybe able to just simply burst the Skywrath Mage down right here in a very dangerous position. Skywrath Mage trying to change away, stun connects, and the poison will bring the Skywrath Mage down. It looks like Lions is caught in this position. He may be able to TP out. He will TP out, and that's just one kill. Lion getting away just in time, and the anti-mage will just blink away from that. That's a major kill for the Elder Titan, because being involved with the kill gets him an experience. He's in no way going to catch up with the Morphling anytime soon, but that's what they need to continuously do. Get more ganks, get the Elder Titan involved with these ganks, get him the levels, and he just needs the levels to be involved. And Phantom Lancer of course deals with the Morphling pretty well once she gets the Diffuser Blade, though I think he's going for a Radiance right now. A Storm Spirit getting a solo kill on the Witch Doctor right here, and just bottling up and getting a haste rune. Pretty dangerous rune. The PL needs to be able to see this. So, and as you can see, the Storm Spirit is coming down onto the PL. Very dangerous position to be in right here. He will instead decides to engage and try to bring the Morphling down, but will go down to the Storm Spirit anyway. The rotation coming in, not in time. Needs to get the stun off. The stun will actually connect even after the wave, but he does manage to get away from that. So rotation too slow, PL stayed too long. Not the right decision to do there, but not exactly very major for now. It could turn up to be pretty major if he constantly does that. But Storm Spirit is getting pretty big right now. AM also having some really good farm up top.
Middle tower is under attack.
Actually leading by a solid 1,000 gold. And no glyph being used. I'm not sure why, but no glyph being used, so it will go down.
Middle finger rises.
And I'm surprised for Kyle and Blake isn't trying to push this lanes more, because they do have a Venomancer with Plague Wards, and they do tend to clear towers pretty quickly. Phantom Lancer now farming up the jungler, but in no way is he actually catching up with the... He actually isn't catching up with the anti-mage at all. Anti-mage is actually pulling away from him. Anti-mage is also getting pretty close to a Battle Fury. He did have free farm the whole day, unlike the Phantom Lancer, who did not. So we do expect a slight difference right there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I think a gang's coming out on the Elder Titan. This Elder Titan, if he goes down, that would be pretty sad. He is already really far behind. I think 4 levels behind right now, and looks like we don't have an engagement. No, we're just gonna stay there and wait. Storm Spirit just farming up the neutrals a little bit. Lion now backing away. He knows he's not going to be able to do something about it. They probably suspect a ward being right there, but the slow coming up from Skywrath Mage. This could be pretty big if a fight comes. The silences come out. Ultimate is used, but the kill will go to Anonymous anyway. Elder Titan would have preferred to stay alive right there. He's already really far behind. Diffuser Blade being picked up, very key item. Phantom Lancer can now start being aggressive and hunt the smaller heroes like the Lion and the Skywrath Mage, potentially if they can lock the If they do manage to lock the Morphling or the anti-mage down, he should be able to bring them down pretty fast too. A short lockdown would probably burn all his mana, and then he won't be able to blink away. Witch Doctor now has his 6 actually. So just have a quick look at the item builds coming up from another one of them. Arcane Boots being picked up by the Witch Doctor, and Diffuser Blade on Explosion, who's on the PL. That's about it right now. Anti-Mage, nowhere close. None of them have any significant item picked up. Soul Ring being picked up by Napalm King, and that's about it right now. So no clear evidence of anything. We do have a pretty big stack coming up here, and Venomancer is trying to clear this triple ancient stack. The PL might want to come here and try to speed up this clearing, but he is trying to push the lane out as much as possible. Another stack, we do have another stack here for the PL. The supports are actually doing a pretty good job stacking. For the PL to try to catch up with the AM, though I would say he is falling behind more and more. PL does see him. I'm not sure why no engagement was decided not to engage there. It will TP up top, so Witch Doctor is coming in from the back, and Anti-Mage now in a position to actually jump on the Witch Doctor, who will go down. Ultimate from Pay Today will be used, and Num Nums will go down. Not looking good for Fokka and Blake right now.
Much like cordwood before Axe's axe, Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Interesting how Vano is farming the ancient stack so slowly but surely, and ironically the Lost Generations isn't realizing this ancient stack farm is going on. Otherwise I think they would come and disrupt it, and it shouldn't be too hard. It's just some plague wards that they need to clear. I think they're trying to hunt the PL, but he's already managed to get home. A long time ago. They do spot the Witch Doctor, who is alone and doesn't have much item. There are 4 heroes right there. PL is TPing in right now. Still don't think that's as good a lineup to fight the 4 heroes, but we do have Storm Spirit will likely want to jump in onto the Witch Doctor, and they will jump in and burst down the Witch Doctor immediately. The stun will connect. PL is still alive. Silence being used up onto the PL. He does manage to stay alive. Dodges thing, and wow, that's RNG God there right there, bringing him to the other end and just basically a safer distance. And they only lose the Witch Doctor there, and I would say that's a major plus, though I think they do get a sight. Yes, they do see the PL right there, but I'm not sure whether Storm Spirit is interested to jump on this. Venomancer just walks right into that, and the dominating streak will go the way of Helios. Though Lion is now being spotted out.
Axe observes carnage underway at Radiant's top tower. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
No finger yet for the Lion, but he'll probably get Finger of Death after clearing this batch of creeps. Yes, he does get his level 6. And finally, skills. The Finger of Death swap being used right now onto the Skyrock Mage. A essential kill right now, but the ultimate will be dropped. Mystic Flare will be dropped anyway. And the ward will go down, so that's a wasted ward pretty quickly, but they do get a kill from deck. The Scarf Mage just goes down, and it's a ultimate being used. A poo, another poo, more poos, just a lot of poos, and
Mega kill!
That's interesting. They do get a solo pickup right here. Storm Spirit and the Morphling gets a kill onto the PL, which it's not good. It doesn't look good at all. Anti-Mage is now really big. Morphling PL is in no way catching up with him. It's actually falling further and further behind. And the pushing strat isn't working very well either. Not too sure what he's working on. He does not have any item in the inventory or on the courier, so I'm not too sure what the PL is working towards. Since he got his diffuser blade, he hasn't been farming anything actually. Only worry with the engagement onto the Venomancer right now. Elder Titan does come in, and we do have a stun coming out which fails to connect. Is cancelled. Venomancer does pop the ultimate. The Elder Titan's ultimate is popped straight. Will connect onto the Morphling, and Morphling is now stunned up and burst out really low. He will be brought down, and on the back, Anonymous does go down, trying to drop the Mystic Flare to steal a kill on the Elder Titan, but fails to do it. That 2 kills, very major, big amount of goal swing towards the Fokal and Blake right now, and it looks like they may finally be able to get a T1. Though that would come at the cost of the T2 up top.
At Radiant's middle tower, like Axe, the Dire structures cannot be hurt. Dire's bottom tower is taking many wounds. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Are you going
no
to
continuous push coming out.
that?
They have to go back and defend. They're losing both T2s really quickly in the top and mid lane, so I don't think they're interested to do that. AM just farm up an Ancient in the Radiant area. They do spot up the Storm Spirit, who is at a pretty dangerous position. Witch Doctor trying to chase him down. You do see a very big stack right there. And Lost Generation actually sees this stack. I'm not sure whether they want to challenge this stack. It is a triple stack right now. PL may want to come and clear this as soon as possible. As you can see, Storm Spirit doesn't do very well against. We do have an engagement here onto the Witch Doctor. A solo kill, an unstoppable streak for the Storm Spirit, who will just jump in and kill. Guess that's the problem with the very magical lineup early game too. You are all very soft. The Storm Spirit does manage to get away. Stun fails to connect, so there's nothing much for that. The stun connects, I do think the Storm Spirit will be able to be burst down, because Pia will be able to burn through his mana really quickly. And is trying to now get a T1, while Anti-Mage is actually just pushing the top lane. And PL continue to farm. I'm not sure what he's working towards. Probably a Manta Star, considering the other crit he picked up. Unless he's one of those crazy people that is going to buy 3 or 4 user blade. Anyway, we do have the middle tower going down, this time towards the PL. Slow will come out on the Skywrath Mage, and Skywrath is in very big danger right now. Diffuser blade will be used, and he will be able to pick up a kill right now. But on the other hand, Storm Spirit jumps in and get a pick-off kill on the Venomancer, so it will be a 1-for-1 right now. And just 1-for-1 trade right there. Storm Spirit getting more and more kill. PL getting a very important kill, definitely. We do want the PL to get the kills now, so that he can get back into the game. He is getting a lot of farm, and he is the only heroes on the lineup that actually needs any form of farm right now. And here I have it, a Yasha, casual Yasha maybe, probably built into a Manta style. I do think Ascension Yasha might be a good pick up now. It gives him attack speed, movement speed, it does give him a amount of health, gives him the maim to help him chase the heroes down. really depends on how he wants to do this. If he believes he can farm it, then I think the Manta Star should be a better deal. Wow, that's some really good luck right there. And he will blink in to try to steal right now, and that is a very major kill. The Storm Spirit, however, does not have enough mana and has burned out all his mana right now. He will be in a dangerous position. The stun will connect and the ultimate will be used. Two ultimates actually being used right now. Melodic should probably bring him down and he will go down. 700 gold goes away of the Witch Doctor. They do now know that there is a ward right there and they need to clear that stack as quickly as possible. The 3 heroes are here. Stream might not want to stay here for too long. She might die actually. And okay, the Wave of Terror actually picks up the Lion. So we do have now the support trying to clean up this wave, and Morphling will come down to finish this stack right there. Oh, Venomancer will be caught right now, not in a very good position. Blink being used and he will get, almost gets KS by the, and looks like the Lion will pay for that, and the Lion does go down. Phantom Lancer does get the kill right there. More slow being used up right now, and more slow. Mana is being burned really low. Napalm King has no mana. The fix picks up, he does pick up a invisibility rune, so nothing much you can do about that.
Tower is under attack.
And the blinking will be used. Oh my god, the storm does manage to get out very quickly though.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm not sure, the PL didn't. Did he get a kill right there on the Witch Doctor, which has DC'd? Now they are in a pretty bad position. Aroma is in a Aroma isn't in a very good position. He is in the danger of a Mystic Flare death right now. We do have an ultimate available from the Elder Titan, so, and Phantom Lancer, I'm not sure what he did. Did he DC too? He just walked right by the Storm Spirit and just continued to walk towards the bottom lane. Looks like they want the Storm Spirit to jump back in onto the two supports. I'm not sure there. Everyone's pinging everything. Someone needs to decide what to kill first. A lot of pinging coming out. I want to see what do they see. They actually do see both heroes. They actually do see the two supports. I think Helios sees the PL walk by, so he knows the PL is down here, but I don't think he knows the exact location of the PL. As you can see, ironically, it's just right there. This suggests that the team does not use a in-game speech system. Otherwise, they would have realized that the Witch Doctor has DC'd. God, Fresno is hot. Would love to live in a colder city, but I guess I don't have a choice until I graduate. Witch Doctor has reconnected right now. We have a very impatient anti-mage, honestly.
My thanks to
And a jump onto the PL, who will be able to dodge it actually, and he is in a dangerous position. I don't think the PL will go down. Do they manage to get the Skyruff? They don't even manage to get the Skyruff. Two will go down right there. Double kill going the other way. And it doesn't look like the other Titan will get out of this as well. It will go down, and it will be a 4 for 1. Well, not really for 1. The lion died a long time ago.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Puny Radiant hides
Except
behind their
is being stuck
fortifications.
right now.
Radiant's
I'm
bottom
not sure whether they do
Radiant's
know. Okay, it looks like
bottom
nobody
tower has
knows
fallen.
that he's in here, so the Rhino should be able to get out of it safely. I don't think he's in a very dangerous position per se. This is a best of 2, so even if Okar and Blake loses this game, they could come back in the second game and make it a 1 for 1 and be on equal standing with Lost Generation. PL is falling further behind. You see the Anti-Mage actually catching up with the Storm Spirit, and both at 14,000 gold. PL still on 8,100. I think we do have a very major goal lead. Yes, we do have a 15,000 goal lead and experience. Right now, Anti-Mage, Vermeer is offering, and Mantas are actually already completed on the Anti-Mage 2. And now the whole team smokes up. I'm not sure where they want to go with this. And Storm Spirit has a Orchid and a Bloodstone. They will go for the Roshan, interestingly. I don't think they see this.
The Radiant now pick through Roshan's bones for shiny
A
objects.
very good snipe right there, actually, I personally feel. Venture Spirit is in a dangerous position and she may die right here. And she's trying to TP out. The ultimate will be used to stun her so that she does not get out. And dominating streak goes the way of Pay today. And he's just farming out the rewards in there. Silence being used onto the Witch Doctor. Storm Spirit jumps in and picks off the second support right there. That is the weakness of the lineup. Once it gets a little bit late, or if the opponent, like the Storm Spirit pick, would actually just snowball on them if he gets to get a lot of kills, because simply these heroes just have too little HP to deal with the Storm. As much as Dota has all sorts of comeback mechanism, I don't think Fokar and Blake can actually come back into this
Radiant's
game.
middle tower is under attack.
I think this game is over. It's now more of just reorganizing, getting yourself back together, and trying to figure out how you want to take on the
Radiant's
second game.
bottom tower is under
Anti-Mage
attack.
is just too big right now. He has 3,000 gold.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They do try
Radiant's
to defend
towers
this
are
base. They
fortified,
must defend this.
just
They must
like
actually...
Axe.
Actually, the Lost Generation just backs off. They realize that they don't need to take this fight. Fokar and Blake needed to win a very big fight, and for Lost Generations, they just don't need to pick a fight. They can just back away and push another lane and continue to drain the resources out of the Radiant side. As you can see, the Anti-Mage has farmed out a lot of
Radiant's
the
middle
jungle
tower is under attack.
and continue to do pickoffs. Though the wards have the clearing of vision have reduced the ability to just jump in and do pickups right now. Smoke now being used on the other side to 2 supports and a Morphling. A lot of burst damage. They want to go in, they want to find someone. Look, they may run into the PL right now, so we'll see how the PL goes. He does chop that out. Lion sees the PL. PL is trying to get a kill on the Lions. Oh, what a lucky hex right there. He does get it, and the finger will be used to pick up the PL. Very major kill right there for Lost Generation. Of course, the Silence Seal, Ancient Seal does gives additional magic, 25% I think, 45% additional magic damage actually. So the Finger of Death does deal a large amount of damage. Witch Doctor now in a dangerous position. I'm not sure how he saw that, but I guess that was a guess. I'm not sure what the Witch Doctor is trying to do right now. He does manage stun, connects on him. The Storm Spirit jumps in, silence him up, trying to get a kill right now, but will not be able to complete the kill. Shiva's got using to scout out the lower part of the hill. These very aggressive jumps in. They know they have the game in hand, but you probably don't want to throw the game away either.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
A very key aspect was the draft, and the pick on the Storm Spirit was very major. The Storm Spirit would have been felt like a big lottery pick. If it's more like if you do well in mid and you manage to snowball away, then you will definitely dominate this game and win it. But if you lose the mid, though, I think the major problem for Karl and Blake had was that they did not have a hero to deal with the Storm in the mid. None of them could go up against a Storm in mid and do well. So the Storm did well, and he manages to snowball, and once he snowballs, creates unlimited space for the anti-mage to farm, who already has a very good lane in his safe lane, with the Skywrath and the Lion just zoning everyone up, zoning the Elder Titan away from him. He had free farm the whole game. Morphling has no attack whatsoever. It's very funny. He has a 25 damage plus 3, but he is having 100 strength. We jump in right now, silence onto the wrong thing, and looks like they will turn against the Storm. He may be able to burst him down, but on the bottom he does kill the two supports very quickly. The Phantom Lancer will go down too. Elder Titan throws out the ultimate and backs off immediately. That's nothing much they could do about that. And this may be a lane of Rex right now. The Storm Spirit just jump in on the Elder Titan right here. He does have mana, but I don't think he wants to push this too far. He will jump back out, waiting for the Bloodstone to regenerate his mana, of course. And he may want to jump on the Venomancer. The Lion will jump. The Mothman will jump in, and Anti-Mage and Storm Spirit will come in and finish the kill right there. Though most of them are coming out. A very beautiful stun coming out, connecting on 4 actually, but no ultimate to use. The ultimate was personally used trying to save the PL, which did not work out very well. Witch Doctor now trying to get good stun. That's a good combination right there. The ultimate will drop down, doing a lot of damage on the anti-mage, but just not enough. Melody connects on the Lion and the other hero, but not enough. And Godlike Spirit goes the way of Helios, who jumps in to secure a kill on the Elder Titan. The PL is now left outside trying to chase a kill onto the Lion, who will not even get the kill actually. He will go down, and that's a 6-man. I think that's a 6-man wipe. No one buyback. So it's a 5-man wipe. GG, well played. It's called, and for Karl and Blake will go down 1-0 as we go into the second game.
Proving they are no hacks, Dire takes the day. Not that there's anything wrong.
Thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back in probably a minute or two.
Glorious thing.